Today on TNT Big Show, the future of the Dragon Quest franchise. What's going to happen? Well, let's find out for what's quickly becoming Square Enix's big franchise. All today on TNT Big Show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Michelle Nantucket.
And this is Sean.
Welcome to TNT Big Show, and let's get right into the story. And I read an older article from Game Rant, which, again, I disagree with them a lot on this, written by Eddie's Gunner, and it's from August 5th, 2024, and they were talking about how Dragon Quest XII needs to be more modern and stuff. And yes, that has worked out so swimmingly for Final Fantasy, hasn't it?
Well, they mean by modern, folks. They mean westernized.
Yeah, that Dragon Quest now needs a non-silent protagonist. It needs to be darker and more streamlined and, more western, dumbed down. Yeah, like I said, look at how swimmingly that's worked out for Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
You guys may have your head up its rear end. It gets Game of the Year nominations and stuff, but the sales were not that great.
Right.
Not for Final Fantasy 16 and not for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. They just were not great.
Right, no.
People have grown tired of just these darker, westernized RPGs.
Jeez,
Sorry, but they just have. Dragon Quest has been popular because it's different. It's more whimsical and fun, but maybe because people have been like, whoa, where is Dragon Quest 12? It got announced in 2021, but there hasn't been jack diddly squat shown or announced about the game, and some of the lead people have been leaving Square Enix from it, so maybe they didn't like the direction it was going.
Exactly.
And hopefully Square Enix used their brains and saw the success of Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D, and are like, wait a minute, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
So here's hoping that they will do the right thing.
Honestly, I look at it. I know Zelda is an adventure game with RPG elements.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of Zelda games, Link has never had a voice. He's never going to have a voice.
Yeah.
So why do they think that Dragon Quest characters need a voice?
Because Western journalists have no imagination.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
Look at... How many times do you people have to be reminded? Look at the success of Persona 5.
Yeah.
That game has sold 7 million units. Yeah. More than Final Fantasy 16. More than Final Fantasy 7... Rebirth. Why? Because it leaned into its Japanese influence. It was a well-written, beautiful, artistically beautiful game. It didn't shy away from being turn-based. It didn't shy away from having Japanese art and influence in it. There's a big audience for games like this over here. Because a lot of gamers, including myself, I have to admit The Witcher 3 is a good game, but it's not in my top favorites. I'm sorry, I'm just not that into the series. I like Skyrim, but it's not something like the next Elder Scrolls. If I never bought it, I really wouldn't complain.
Well, that's like me. Those games are alright. You say they're not in your top 10. They're not even in my top 20.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
They're still good, though. They're still good, but they're just games that don't appeal to me.
Right. These are high-quality games.
Yeah.
Don't get me, and I tried The Witcher 3 again. I tried. And I was like, this is okay. I like it some, but, I've been playing Sonic X Generations a lot more, Doom Eternal a lot more, and Quest 3 more, That game just never really hooked me. I like it and stuff, but it's just a game. I just don't see why it's considered so great. I've seen better games. I have,
Yeah. Well, and also, I'm just going to say this. I don't think, and again, the video game industry tried to make video games seem more like movies so they can get that big Oscar nod, I guess. But this is my personal opinion. I don't think nudity belongs in video games. I just don't. And boy, The Witcher 3 has a lot.
Which is hypocrisy, because they got onto Xenoblade 2 saying that it was sexualizing women. Yet,
because of the skimpy outfits.
Right, and the big boobs.
Yeah.
Well, what about the big boobs and downright nudity in The Witcher 3?
Grand Theft Auto games.
Yeah. So, seems like racism right there.
Yeah,
like, it's okay for westernized games to do it.
But not Asian.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I hope that Square Enix doesn't westernize Dragon Quest, because look at Dragon Quest 3 3D HD. I hope they don't westernize Dragon Quest, because Dragon Quest 11 and 3 have done better than Final Fantasy 16 and Rebirth.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going down that road, though, Michelle.
I know, that's a shame.
Well, honestly, here's what I hope in Dragon Quest 12 fails miserably. And then for Dragon Quest 13, it's going back to the old way.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like I said, I'm just not a fan of these westernized RPGs that much.
No.
Like I said, not that they're bad necessarily, but their art style has no personality, no flair. If you show me one Western RPG compared to another, I really couldn't tell.
No difference, no. And the most of Western RPGs now are becoming more like that one game, Dragon something.
Dragon Age?
No. The action game. I don't know.
Dogma?
No. I can't think of it right now. Sorry, my brain. But that game where it's like Bayonetta, only there's a male protagonist. Devil May Cry. Thank you. Yeah. I don't want, they're becoming more and more like the Devil May Cry 5, Part 6, 7, 8, They don't seem like RPGs anymore. They really don't.
No. I'm just, like I said, I didn't like Baldur's Gate 3.
Take out that part. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Or as I like to call it, Buggy Gate Mess 3. And, so I don't know. I don't want to see Dragon Quest just become another wannabe Western RPG.
Or a new Devil May Cry ripoff.
Yeah, I mean, you want to put some new wrinkles in the gameplay, the turn-based gameplay, that's fine.
I mean, like I said, I know it's not a true RPG, but let's go back to the adventure game. Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah.
Look how that changed the adventure game. The Zelda game, look how it changed it.
Yeah.
If you want to do something like that, fine.
Yep. But, you don't have to rip the heart out of the game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. I hope, because Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remasters are coming out, or remakes are coming out this year. And I hope the success of that and Dragon Quest 3 will help convince Square maybe not to deviate too much from the Dragon Quest formula. That it's okay to shake it up some, try something new. Just please don't try to go down the Final Fantasy route, because I haven't been excited or cared about a Final Fantasy game in over a decade and a half now. It's really been that long. I just don't care anymore. Square Enix wants to make this game like they want to make Final Fantasy like The Witcher and them, and I just don't care enough about The Witcher and them. Well, here's hoping that Dragon Quest doesn't go down this route, because I don't know. I really don't want to see it end up like Final Fantasy.
Because as we all know, from the games from decades and years before, every time you westernize a Japanese game, it does so well. Oh wait, it doesn't.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being a Japanese game.
Yeah.
A Japanese series.
Well.
Like I said, no, I don't want it to just remain the same game every game. But don't try to make it too different.
Yeah.
You gotta find the right balance the way Nintendo does with their games. That they try to make them different, but not too different. They're still Mario, still Zelda.
Yeah.
And stuff without, being the same thing and without ruining what made this series special to begin with.
Like I said, look at Mario Wonder.
Yeah.
Look at Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Yep.
You can change the game, but still keep the heart of it.
Yep. And that's all I want out of Dragon Quest. Let's keep the heart and add some innovation.
Yep.
This is me, Michelle Nantucket.
And this is Sean.
Have a great day, folks. Thank you for staying to the end of the video and watching it. If you like all of our videos, note you join our other social medias like TikTok, Discord, Reddit, Instagram, Thread, X, and our WordPress blog. You can also support us by joining Patreon for as little as $1 a month, where you will get exclusive content, uncut videos, behind the scenes, watch that trailer, Jack's Joke of the Week, and my sports input. If you join the $25 tier, I will send you an autographed copy of The Buzzies for free. If you love horror movies and independent content. We're a great place to come and visit because we love supporting other independent creators and stuff. When you support us, you're supporting people who do all of this by ourselves. Me, Michelle, I'm the editor, I'm the director of the videos, I'm the producer, Sean's the executive producer and content creator. So thank you everybody, and please look into supporting our Patreon as it really does help out. Just $1 a month. Thank you and have a wonderful day.